Nick Wannabe here. Hope all is well with you and your family today. So last night I was reading a Joel Salatin book, and first time I've ever read one of his books. And he's a funny writer. He's a good writer. He's a knowledgeable guy. Man, the guy knows a lot. And it hit me that there's one part in his book where he said that his farm feeds about 6,000 families, and I thought to myself, man, I could never do that. And, you know, there's one thing I know that we're all people. We all have the same hopes and dreams and fears and you name it. I mean, we're all the same. We have the same stuff, but we just have it in varying degrees. Some of us are, you know, more confident. Some of us are less. Some of us are more capable. Some of us aren't. And I try to teach this to my kids, that an education is not in four walls, and an education is a lifetime, and that as long as you're learning, as long as you're growing, as long as you're educating yourself, it's a cool deal. You know, that's an education, and that is truly a lifetime, not achievement or accomplishment, but just just a lifetime endeavor. And I hear it quite often from some of the kids, their friends, whenever they come over. You know, one girl in particular will always say something like, well, I could never do that, or I'm not good, or this, or whatever. And also some people will leave a comment, you know, yeah, I've been thinking about doing that, or I've been thinking about doing this. And I think, in my opinion, that is a indication of, well, I can't do that. I don't know how to do that. And man, I'm in the same boat with you. I don't know how to do most of the stuff that I do, but I just do it. I try it. I'm not afraid to try a lot of things. Like, I'm hoping that there's a friend of mine that has a 4-acre farm, and he's selling chickens. And man, the guy will make a couple $1,000 a weekend selling chickens. And I'm telling him, like, look, man, we need to sit down and we need to talk, and I'd like to video you and just have a conversation with you on video so I can post it. But he hadn't got back to me yet, and I want to do the same thing. And quite frankly, I'm scared. I'm nervous. You know, what if predators eat all my chickens, or what if, you know, whatever happens? And so, but and also I keep putting it off because I'm afraid of failure. But you know, I'm just going to have to suck it up, buttercup, and do it, you know. But the point of this video is that I think so many people out there see things on YouTube, and they see, you know, they see the successes, they see the things that worked. They don't see the failures. And that's one of the things that I wanted to do on my channel, was I wanted to show the successes and the failures. But sometimes the failures don't make good videos, unless you just crash and burn spectacularly. You know, those are cool videos. But, you know, the small little failures, they don't make a good video. And so that's one of the reasons that I haven't shown a lot of my my failures, I guess, is, you know, I mean, I'm human. I want subscribers. I want people to like me. I want, you know, I want that stuff. And I want to be entertaining. But in order to be real, I've got to show you my failures too. So I just thought what we'd do is we would go around and, you know, I have learned a tremendous amount this year. So just the skills that I've learned, the knowledge that I've learned, it's amazing. But yet, I'm still a world-class screw-up, you know? I mean, I have a bachelor's, a master's, and a PhD in screw-up and knuckleheadedness. And so what I thought we'd do today is just go through, you know, just the house here, and look at some of the screw-ups and mess-ups, and things just did not go well. So you ready? Here we go. All right, so the first one is I saw a YouTube video of a guy propagating blackberries, and he said something, you know, yeah, just cut them, put them in sand, keep them moist, put some of the rooting powder on them, and man, you'll have umpteen blackberries. Well, not so much. So, you know, I think I had 20 blackberries in there at one time. Also, if you'll remember, I did a fruit tree propagation video not long ago where I had air layering which this is air layering right here. I had air layering on a peach tree, and I left it for about 6 to 8 weeks, and then I cut it right there. took this off and I put it in this pot, and you can notice that that pot's empty. So that crashed and burned. Had somewhat success on the fig trees. I cut some fig trees and I put them in a clear gallon jug with water, and they started shooting off little white bumpy like root things, and so I put them in here, and you can see I have green, but not so much so far, and that's been 2 months ago. But I did have success with these, so you know, those are coming along. Those are some things that I planted from seed, and you know, some of them are coming, some of them aren't, but you know. And we went over the air layering on the peach, and you know, so I'm leaving this pear longer, and then I'm leaving that peach tree longer, just to hopefully have more root growth. So hopefully I'll have a success there. Here we go. This was my watermelon and cantaloupes, and this was an existing bed that's been here 3, maybe 4 years. So it's a good bed. I mean, there's good soil in here. And I saw a video where it said, you know, grow watermelons and cantaloupe on a trellis, and it's super easy, and you'll have a bazillion watermelons. Well, I had one, and I think I had 2 or 3 cantaloupes. So, you know, didn't quite get there. So, you know, that's not a fun video to show. You know, there's, hey guys, want to see my dead watermelon? You know, so that's not a fun video. What else? So, all right, so the garden. So, you know, Joel Salatin in his book, he was saying, yeah, you know, we can feed 6,000 people. And I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, man, I can barely feed me. I can barely feed one person in this this garden. So now, one thing I did right over there, those are cucumbers, and that's where I had some cucumbers, and they really did well this year. So whenever they were all played out, I pulled them up and I planted some more. So hopefully I'll have another batch of cucumbers come in. From here up to there, I planted beans about a month ago, green beans, and you can see one row came up, the other not so much. So I replanted these right here, and I really messed up yesterday because it's 103 today, and it's just been hot, and so I didn't feel like getting out yesterday. I was tuckered out, and so I just didn't water. I should have watered these beans, and I didn't, so I almost lost them. So that was almost a mistake right there. Talked about the compost pile. That's kind of done okay. I haven't really touched it this summer, so I'm sure I'll have some good soil in there. But you know, that's been there for a year, and you know, so success, failure, I don't know. Well, rabbits, you know. All right, so believe it or not, if you put 2 rabbits together, they don't always do it like rabbits. So, I bred one doe, and she had babies. She had 7 babies, and didn't keep a single one. We lost every one of them. So she's in there somewhere. So I just put the buck, I just brought the same doe in with the buck just a few minutes ago. And, you know, so I put them together, and I thought, man, it'll, within 10 seconds, you know, we'll, you know, bow, chicka, wow, wow. But the buck doesn't know what to do today. So, I guess here's a success is, you know, there's Mama Rabbit and 3 babies. We lost one. So, you know, I'm learning there, you know, so I guess that's kind of a mistake. We lost, you know, 25% of our rabbits. So, you know, there's just a couple of the mistakes around here that I can think of off the top of my head. But, you know, please hear my heart. If you are thinking of doing this, please, it's not all sunshine and roses out there. You know, if I can do it, you can do it. So please do it. And here, I just thought of one more mistake. In the last 45 days, I've put probably about 45 eggs in the incubator. The first batch we had, I think 21. We hatched out 21, and I think we got 19 chicks that ended up surviving. And then the second batch, I think, was 14 or 15, and I forgot to turn the turner on. So the incubator was on, but the turner was off. And so out of 14 or 15 eggs, we only hatched 5. So, you know, there's a screw up, man. I just lost, you know, how many? 9 chickens just because of my incompetence. So, please hear my heart that, you know, we're all afraid we're going to fail. We're all afraid, you know, we're not smart enough, we're not educated enough, whatever. But please, if I can do it, you can do it. So anyway, I hope this encourages you. I hope this helps, and I appreciate y'all. Y'all take care. Bye.